Welcome to one of my most interesting races I've ever done. This honestly was such a fascinating race. I'm looking forward to commentating over this one here. So we're in the 2003 Williams in F1 2018, one of the new cars to the game, and boy is it exciting to drive. It's crazy, it really is crazy. So through the first couple of corners we lose a bit of ground to the fast starting Red Bulls and the 2008 McLaren there, but when you put the afterburners on in this car, look how quick it is. It's on another level. It is quite incredible. I tried to, well, I don't know, I thought about maybe going for an overtake on these two guys here, but that would have just been silly, and that would have just ended up in a crash. So I decided, let's not do that. Let's just avoid that and try and stay clean in these first couple of corners, because it could have gone so terribly wrong. So currently in third place, which is good. I've got a 2008 McLaren just in front of me here, which I should get past in a straight line. Yes, I do, as we are much quicker in our 2003 Williams. But as we head to the brakes here, you can see the Red Bull from 2010, it's not too shabby, considering Monza was definitely one of its weakest tracks. I remember Monza, Spa being two ones that particularly it struggled. It's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. That downforce is definitely helping it in the middle part of the lap here. And we go a little bit wide through the last corner here. I'm still learning my braking points. I mean, if anyone's ever commenting about why the racing line is on, please understand, before I started up F1 2018 a couple of days ago, I hadn't played a racing game like this with a wheel for like 5 or 6 months. So, forgive me, alright? On the brakes into turn 1, getting past the Red Bull, much superior top end speed, which you guys would have seen in the classic car comparison top speed. It is significantly faster, I'd say, this car, in comparison to the majority of the cars around it. So, up under the Pirelli banner, under the old track, obviously, and then on the brakes, once again, swinging in left, missed the apex, that's just classic Alex Avro, and then build up speed once again. So this is obviously a very tricky part of the track for me, because I don't quite have the downforce of the Red Bulls, so I do struggle at this point, and you can see the Red Bull is tailgating me. Let's not lie, he's tailgating me at this point. So down the back straight though, we really do pull out a lead, and to be fair, there's a 2004 Ferrari, I think it is, flying up behind us as well. So we've got to be wary of that, because that's going to be catching up to us, that's for sure. Now, something that's slightly frustrated me so far in F1 2018 is I get a lot of frame drops, especially around Monza. Now, I'm not sure that's just because I'm trying to record and play at the same time, or what it is, but I'm getting a lot more frame drops than I ever used to in the past, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I like to give you guys the honest truth, and that's just what's happening to me. So maybe I'm getting like pre-launch, and maybe it isn't quite optimised fully yet, but that obviously is a little bit frustrating. Now, we're having this 2004 Ferrari, I think it is. I think it's 2004, it's kind of hard to tell from the side, but it's either the 04 or the 02 Ferrari. We'll go with 04 and just hope that it's right, but this car is blooming quick. I tried a sneaky move down the inside there, but let's be honest, you're not going to overtake here. So which one we go? One way, then the next. I'm going to look into the inside. Am I going late on the brakes? Yes, I am. A very shallow entrance to the corner, but we just about make it work. That could so easily have been a crash. So, phew, thank goodness it didn't happen. Thank goodness it didn't happen, because obviously that could have been quite big. So, once again, long back straight. Let's try and keep it calm. I suppose you can't really do much, to be perfectly honest, except from just shift up at the right point. So just got to focus on the braking point and the turning point to the next corner. But as I was mentioning, the slight lag and the slight sort of just dropped frames here and there, you'll see a couple of times in this video where it's evident I get a dropped frame. I just sort of go off the track randomly. It's not me being bad. A lot of the time it is, but this, like that for example, yeah, like a little jolt to the left hand side. It's very random when it happens. But anyway, through the Parabolica, we're not going to lead on to lap number 4 here, but we're going to get a good old slipstream from this 04 Ferrari. Look at the run we get side by side. Listen to those V10s roar down the main straight. Absolutely incredible side by side. Onto the brakes, into turn 1, slightly missed the apex, hit the second one, and there we go. Fantastic stuff. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be wanting me to play this gameplay without me speaking over it. Well, you're in for a bit of luck, because later on after the onboard is done, I'm going to show you the replay cameras from this race, and it is something to behold. So I'm going to not speak over that. I'm going to give you guys the raw audio as I get very sideways, clobbering that curve a bit too much, but you're going to enjoy that. That sort of off-board gameplay without me speaking is going to be something pretty incredible. Now, once again, good stuff. We've kept the Ferrari behind us once again, but when it's in the slipstream, it is a creature, let's just say that. It is a very fast car, so you've got to be quite wary on the brakes about getting your braking point just right, then missing the apex, just casual, and completely messing up the segment, really. And oh, that wasn't a drop frame, that was just dipping a wheel onto the curb at a stupid point. Back straight once again, down to the parabolica. Am I going to look to the inside? No, I'm not going to be quite that bold right now as we go through the parabolica. Let's build up speed once again. Can we get him down to turn 1? Let's see. We should have the slipstream. We should have the advantage down to turn 1. Last lap of this race. We're getting a nice old toe, but he's defending the inside line. That's something the AI do much better in this game. And later on the brakes, absolutely throw it down the gears there. Just about get it stopped. Bobble over the curb on the inside. And we lead this race once again. But this has been such a great battle between cars 1 year apart, yes, but two cars that were right at the top of their game. The 03 Williams was a pretty special car, and so was the 04 or 02 Ferrari. I still don't know which one it is. Once again, this time not hitting the curbs as much, that's good. Now through Lesbo 1. And we're not doing too many risks here, we just want to make sure we get through here in Lesmo 2. Once again, probably could have taken a bit more speed through there, and there's another dropped frame. It doesn't really look like it in the gameplay, which is kind of annoying. I wanted it to show that I had a big old drop frame there, but it just randomly paused. I'm like, cheers mate. Anyway, keep it calm through here, lad. Oh, not the greatest line through there. I could have definitely carried a bit more speed through there than I did. So down the back straight. How am I going to defend this? The Ferrari, oh my goodness. It goes to the inside. That's quite bold. We're going to stay on the outside. Oh my goodness. I somehow got him back on the brakes around the outside. I don't know how I just did that. Honestly, I keep looking back at that. I have no idea how I braked that late and steered in. I've never done that before. Damn. That was pretty mega. For me, at least. Maybe not for you guys, but for me, that was pretty mega. Damn. That was one of the most fun races I've had. Especially on a Formula 1 game as well. So, hopefully you enjoyed that. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, as always. Now, what I'm going to do is play to you this whole race without me speaking over it from the replay cameras. So once again, I apologise for the dropped frames here and there. It really struggles around Monza for some reason. I have no idea why. It must be something to do with the trees, because there's so many trees. I know that's something to do with lagging in games. So anyway, you saw how I took the win from the inside. Now see I take the win from the outside. Enjoy this, guys. This is a pretty mega race. See you guys soon. Goodbye. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Please remember to drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and keep up to date on social media. It's @AlexZiafro on Instagram and Twitter. So be sure to tune into those social channels and YouTube over the next couple of days, because more content is coming. Thanks for watching. It's been Axel Madi.